This is like the most important part about why it was necessary to construct a custom-made VM, because obviously the EVM and the SVM make absolutely no considerations to UTXOs and PSBTs. So in order to give a more native L1 DeFi experience, you need to have the ability to construct Bitcoin transactions and leverage these PSBTs as inputs to those smart contracts. And EVM smart contracts and SVM smart contracts don't do this. So the Arch VM, although it's very comparable to the SVM in terms of its stack and performance, we made absolute considerations to Bitcoin architecture and transactions so that we can give this native experience. And that's very unique.
It's also an interesting usage of PSBTs. No one was really talking about PSBTs before ordinals, but this is really the key piece that makes it bridgeless, which is the word that you guys use, or custodyless. Prior to the launch of ordinals, we've talked about this offline, ICP was building sort of like a similar style of bridge, if you want to call it that, right? Where ICP nodes were essentially executing Bitcoin transactions through, based on the validity of smart contracts. But what they weren't doing initially, I think maybe they're doing it now, but they weren't doing this PSBT part, right? Where it's like the Bitcoin doesn't actually have to move to a pool first. It can actually be held in custody by the user. And then PSBTs are pre-signed and only executed if a smart contract is actually goes through, essentially.